What are we going to be working on, Troy?
A Firebird.
That's right.
About time.
That's right. So which one? Show us which one you guys are going to be working on.
Right now, me and my dad are debating which one we want to do. Obviously, we're going to use one of them for the spare parts, and the other one is going to be the one that we're actually going to put like the interior and stuff in. What he's saying is if we're going to do like a race car or drag car type of thing, we do that one. But since I want like more of a street car with a nice interior and like a back for other people and like subs and stuff, so I'm wanting to do a manual. I'm also wanting it to have like a really nice interior so I can go to car shows and stuff.
So which one would that be then?
The spray painted one, the one that looks like crap.
The one that looks like crap right now, huh? So we're gonna do this one?
Yeah, we got all new bumpers. We got.
So
yeah.
this one's not a manual though, right?
We're gonna do a transmission swap.
All right.
We're gonna do an LS swap. We're gonna do a transmission swap. We're gonna get. I'm gonna try to get a whole new interior, whole new carpet. I'm gonna replace like the T-tops. It's gonna be pretty cool.
What about this one? This one has like nothing in it, right?
This one is gonna be mostly for parts. Like you see that exhaust, I'm probably gonna want to use that exhaust. I'm probably gonna want to use this hood. I'm probably gonna want to use. So in the back, how these cars are made. So the back, it's really heavy. You don't want to just lift it up all the time. So it has a little motor that does it for you. Then the struts take it the rest of the way. That one has that. So we're gonna take that motor out. Hopefully it works. If not, I'll rebuild it. And this one also has like washer fluid, the master cylinder, and everything. The brakes work great. This is just overall a pretty built car.
Nice.
That's why we're gonna be using this one.
So you drove it for the first time. How was it?
Runs great. Super fast. Oh yeah. Yo, I still got a quarter tank of gas. It was a steal.
Yeah, this one's at least halfway complete. That one would take quite a bit more.
You want me to grab the...
We're gonna need another.
Dodge Truck said, why are they moving the car for? Because this is our son. So our son, Troy, those Firebirds are his. He bought those, I think, even before he turned 16. And this is going to be a project car that Wes and him are going to be working on because Troy is going to be graduating this year and they wanted to do something fun before he graduated. What engine is in it now?
It's the 6, and it literally has a rod hanging out of the block. So it's the tiny 6-cylinder, and I think the rod's hanging out on this side. I don't know if you can see it from up here. But it legit has a rod out of it. Budget.
Yeah, 17-year-old's budget. Yeah.
I would love to do like those big race wheels, camber out the tires and everything. I'm kind of broke. Working minimum wage right now.
I mean, not quite minimum wage.
In most places it is minimum wage. We're in Utah.
Hey, Troy. Original YT Boy says, oh, cool. Hi, Troy. Been on many lives, just haven't met the kid on here yet. How's the Beaman family?
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah?
Greatest parents in the world.
Are you excited to get to work on this?
Yeah. What?
Is that one of those new formulas?
Bam.
Bam Damly.
We got the whole squad, all 6 of us.
For $1 a day, you can help a young kid. Oh, they said that you should start a GoFundMe for this.
Raise 8 cents.
No, you could do a GoFundMe. Like a ton of people, I'm sure, would contribute. Troy, how much did you get this one for?
$600.
On what year is this, Troy?
In 86.
Firebird's name is Problem Child, which seems fitting because this is our child's car. Although he's not really a problem, but I like to call him a problem.
It's because this car's gonna be really rowdy.
It is gonna be really rowdy. It's gonna be a problem. And so I have an LQ9 upstairs that we're gonna be building. So Troy's gonna learn some engine building. So we're gonna do LS swap in this. We're gonna take it over to a manual because Troy wants a manual car. Probably gonna be doing some boost line rods, which I gotta get. We're gonna be doing, let's see. I have some high compression Y-scope pistons upstairs that are going to be going in. We'll be using a Holley Terminator to control everything because I hate stock computers. But it should be a pretty rowdy little street car for an 18-year-old young man.
Paul said LQ9 is a good place to start.
Well, Troy wants to throw some boost at this thing, and I like the steel blocks a lot better for boost. They tend to hold up a little better than the aluminum ones, but so my Camaro, fully forged, it's aluminum block and an original LS6 block. And then that has an aluminum block and LS3 in it, but the steel blocks really do hold boost better. You should shoot so you could actually do something like that, Troy. Maybe set prom or something as the day.
Yeah. Brandon says supercharged or pro-charged or turbocharged.
Turbo. Yeah, I'm a turbo guy. I love turbos.
Hi, I'm Gavin. Said estimated horsepower ?
600 naturally aspirated.
Yeah, it will probably be right around 600 wheel. It kind of is going to come down to cam choice. I have a cam that I think is our best option, but I don't know. Things always spiral out of control the second I start building an engine. All right, let's go. We can kind of walk through some of the parts that are going to be going.
Left Lane says, is he going to go fund me for parts and tickets? Probably more for tickets, but...
This will be the slugs. These are one of my favorite pistons. All right, so these are Wiseco race pistons. This should give us about a 10.8, 10.6 to 1, so it's going to be pretty high compression. But super lightweight. I love these pistons. They're a great piston. They come with some really good rings as well. And then you were asking about the valve release, so you can see them cut in there. But I was talking to Troy about how to make your valves fit, and I was discussing valve reliefs, and you guys can see in these pistons, there's a spot for the valves to live in this piston, so you can run a little more camshaft in something like this, even though it's high compression. And you can see the skirts are much shorter on race pistons, so you will get a little bit of piston slap, but ain't gonna hurt nobody. Race car things. All right, then be using some billet fuel rails.
Oh wow, those are pretty.
So you might want to actually try to match your power.
Yeah.
We can re-anodize these, but I'd rather not.
Yeah, those look really good.
So LSXRT intake, I like these. We're gonna be using a cowl hood, so this will fit. Gives you a little more plenum volume, which I've found typically gives you a little bit more torque. This is like the creme de la creme right here. So this is an AFR head. Much bigger valves. This one's been surfaced about 13 thousandths to go for a little higher compression. And these are as ported as you can get a cathedral port head. And they already have a full set of race springs in them. So she'll be rowdy. But so on naturally aspirated engine builds, you have got to think about flow at every single turn. Like flow is everything to a naturally aspirated build. So even though Troy has aspirations of turbocharging this, which is this right here, these are turbo manifolds, but we're not going to start there. We're going to start them off with naturally aspirated. But the better you build your naturally aspirated platform, the more horsepower you'll make with less boost. So the thing I'm always preaching is boost is a sign of restriction. So if you make your engine run really good naturally aspirated, it'll run that much better when you turbocharge it. Like, it just compounds the benefits. Mm-hmm. All right, so the other part of a naturally aspirated build is you got to be able to spin the motor high. So we have the really fancy valve springs and our really fancy heads. So this is the other component that you have to have. So these are a roller rocker. So this reduces friction over the nose so you can run a higher spring rate. But the cool thing about these is they're mounted on a shaft. You can see this common shaft between them. And that actually helps stabilize the valve train. So when these spin up really fast, and you can see these are much beefier than a normal rocker. But this rocker will allow you to spin a lot more RPM. So that's why we have them for this build, because this was actually going to be for my Camaro. Troy's just stealing all my parts. But this will allow for really high RPM operation, because we're going to spin this sucker up pretty far. And then for his car, you can see my selection of LS oil pans, because I do a lot of LS stuff. But we'll be using this guy. So this is the... I'm not going to pull it out of it. This is the pan that comes in a Corvette. And you can see it's super low profile. So this will give him, because his car is going to be super low, so this will allow him to have some ground clearance with that super low car. And this is the block, so it's an LQ9 block. All complete, pretty healthy.
What? Oh my word. What a
What?
climb.
What is it? Which CD? Usher?
Yo, that's
Yeah.
going in my Prada.
I think the other one's going to be the body we use. And it's like, so we'll be using the other body, not this one. That's one of the parts when you're tearing down a car, you just need to be ready for this kind of stuff because you always get to find some surprises. It's just part of the game.
Could they switch cars though?
Yeah, so it might be worth the effort to just swap the interior over because that other body's in amazing shape. It's like perfectly rust free. Use that as a clean slate and we'll just move everything over.
Luckily, that one already has all the work I did just now done.
Like you would have had to do it regardless because you got to move stuff over.
Yeah. It's not a big deal at all.
Is it the same body style?
That's the exact same car, 86 Firebird.
That's just really disappointing. I was just trying to warm up to it.
It's all right. Yeah, that's why we have to stay tuned. You can see if Troy can figure this thing out or not.
Oh, he will. He will. You got this, buddy.
It's just a really big obstacle. That's it.
Yeah, it's all right though. We'll get it solved. It's not a big deal. Oh wow, that's badass, dude. I did not know it had that. Hell yeah.
Sean VO9 said, this is going to be so fun to watch. Love y'all. Thank you, Sean. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Godswad said, father and son project. I agree. Paul says, quality family time until someone drops a truck bed on some. Hey. Hey. Sienna says, hi, Troy is so grown. Look at that. Troy is taller than your Uncle Wes. Look at that.
It's actually taller than your dad too, by a lot.
Paul says, mullet and perm circa 1986. Yes. Yes.